Hey, you're doing so awesome. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy that you're getting through this program with ease. That's what I wanted for you. I wanted to design something that was easy for you to be able to manage and do at your pace in the privacy of your own home. When I was in the hospital, I lost my memory. And when I returned home, I lost my memory for about a month. And so cognitive recovery has been really important for me to regain the happy memories and also start and create some new ones. I'm going to teach you in this video some of the steps that I use to regain my memory and increase my cognitive mobility. I'm even able to do certain projects and new crafts because of learning a new way of being able to have cognitive recovery. In these videos and downloads, you'll be able to follow and identify processes to increase activity knowledge, maybe get a new hobby, maybe start something that you've been wanting to do that you hadn't been able to do before. And being able to do that, we need to create a wellness routine. You are going to get a downloadable for being able to create a wellness routine. It is a 21-day structure that I've taught many entrepreneurs in my pre-COVID life on how to do, and structure gives you freedom. I'm so grateful that I had this tool as I recovered to give me clarity and to attain my goal, to be able to teach you something that worked for me. I can tell you it will work for you too, because if you practice having a structure, structure will give you freedom. In this video, I'm going to show you a couple things that I did to help me with gaining my cognitive strength back, and it helped me to recover. You're going to develop these healthy habits to cope with your recovery at your pace from the comfort of your own home. Doesn't that sound great? From the comfort of your own home. And here's some of the things that you can do. Imagine if you didn't have stress putty in case you were in the hospital or having speech therapy or occupational therapy. Things like it's cute because it's a pill looking thing, but it's stress balls. And I had lost the feeling in my fingers. I couldn't hold my cell phone. I couldn't hold a jar. I couldn't open a bottled water. I couldn't fill my bottled water. Little simple things. Turning the key to get into my house, pushing the code, turning my car keys. Little things that I used to do, I couldn't do. I couldn't process it. So I started to regain the strength by using stress balls and kind of just pushing on them in a routine. It takes 21 days to form a habit, 63 days for a ritual. So within doing these, I'm able to have a simple routine that I gained my strength back. Now, if you do have the Putty, and you can purchase these online, and the Putty is great because it helps to see molding. Now, another thing that you could do is maybe get PlayDoh. If you don't have the Putty, the therapy Putty, get some PlayDoh, and you can probably do it with PlayDoh. You know, you can make PlayDoh at home too. Just Google it on YouTube, and you can make PlayDoh. So if you don't have the ability to drive or get out of your house, there's an easy way to do it on YouTube. Just Google how to make PlayDoh. Or even how to make slime, because that will help as well. But the TheraPutty is really great because you can do with other shapes, you can use both hands. So like it gives you that visualization like, oh, that's a circle or a ball. So it really helps that you can't really get from the stress balls or the stress gadget. Now, when I lost my voice, and I had to see a voice pathologist and a speech pathologist for 7 months. A little tool, it's a straw, good old straw. It's a a paper straw. And you can use this paper straw. Excuse me one second, I'm going to get a drink. And the back of our head is our vagus nerves. And if you don't have a paper straw, all you have to do is whistle. And I can't really whistle, but I'll try. Maybe you're a good whistler, maybe you're not. But practicing whistling helps to open your vocals, your bilateral fold paresis, and also your vagus nerves to help you to get oxygen into those areas and strengthen it and strengthen your muscles. If you have a straw, regular straw, it's got to be a paper straw though, not a plastic straw. And they're called high-lows, and you can do high-lows like If you don't have that, you can go ahead and just use whistling. Use your mouth, because you can do ooh, 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 ooh. So you can do it with just your mouth as well, and that will stimulate your vagus nerves to help strengthen your cognitive ability. Since I lost my memory and I couldn't remember my date of birth, my social security number, my I don't even know. I just threw my arms up and I said, I don't know. I couldn't remember anything. So another trick you can do is taking a deck of cards. And what's wonderful about the deck of cards is that they're lightweight, they're small, and they're light. What this does is it helps you to do patterns, shapes, colors, and obviously they're the same size. But you can pair the suits. So you could do all kings, you could play a game, you could do matching game, you could do take all the reds away, take all the blues, I'm sorry, there's not blue, take all the black away and take all the red away, maybe just take all the hearts or the diamonds. This way you're stimulating your vagus nerves, you're stimulating your brain, your mind, for cognitive recovery. And you could do it in the comfort of your own home using the tools that you already have. Now, if you have a deck of Uno cards, that will work too. The deal is if you've ever played the game Solitary, it's kind of the same thing. I'm just trying to get you to be able to have physical touch with the cards, so it's not on your computer. And that way you can match them up or use them for counting. And then that way you are increasing your mind capacity. Does that make sense? Are you guys getting this? Okay, cool. So, another way that you can increase your cognitive ability is by reading. A little story about me is I'm a 2-time best-selling author on Amazon. So you can write in your books and journal, read quotes, things that will inspire you to get you out of the rut. This is another book because I've helped organizations, and now we are a 501c3. So, and my 3rd book is coming, so stay tuned for that. And the last thing I will tell you to do is journaling. When you journal and get your thoughts out there, you're able to think a little freer and clearer. You're like journal dumping, if you will. You know, you're just dumping your thoughts. Don't worry about spelling. Don't worry about scratchety handwritings like chicken feet, handwriting scratches. Don't worry about it. It's not important. What's important is to get you going again, for you to be able to flow in your rhythm, to have structure, to have the ability to start doing things that you normally have done before. These are some of the things that you might think you're going to phase out of. But if you're not strengthening your mind, it's a muscle. You need to do it. Develop a healthy habit. And recovery is going to start with you doing these healthy habits. Remember to get the downloadables in the links below. And also continue to watch this video over and over again if you need some reassurance. We also have the Facebook group, COVID Wellness Clinic, that you can hop on. and share and ask your question in there. We will be very, very active in that group, and we are very active. But when we launch this program for COVID Wellness Clinic, we'll be even more active. We do have doctors, nurses, therapists, all kinds of people in that group because all of them have been affected by COVID somehow. So I don't want you to think that you're alone and that your question is too small or too big. We'll try to answer them. I'm a survivor. I've helped organizations with the way that they facilitate incoming care for COVID long haulers. And I'm sharing some of these strategies and tips because they're simple. You can do them for the privacy of your own home, and you can use the tools that you already have. So I'm telling you that you don't have to go out and buy a whole bunch of things. So go ahead and finish watching this video, and then watch the next set of videos, and also do the downloadable forms. I'll see you guys on the next video.